I'm sorry, baby.
I screwed up and dropped the GoPro camera.
Oh, the wind picked up. It's 18 now.
Yeah, I know.
It has been anywhere from 25 on the true wind speed to 30. That was a little kink in the plans. After about a week in Portugal, it was time to cast these lines off to sail to our next destination.
You got it? You don't? You want?
We had an incredible time tasting food and wine, exploring, and taking in the Portuguese culture. Our time in Lisbon was far too short, if you ask me. But there's this whole 90-day Schengen thing we have to deal with. So as Americans, we can only spend 90 days within the Schengen areas of Europe in a 6-month period. Therefore, we are trying to sail to as many spots in Europe as we can within 90 days. There's just so much to see. Today, as we sail out of port, it would turn out to be far more interesting than we imagined. Honestly, y'all, we can't say enough good things about the Cascais Marina. The office staff was extremely professional and helpful. There were 2 sets of restrooms and showers with tons of shower stalls, and the cleanliness was above and beyond. The boat slip was roomy, and there were tons and tons of restaurants just outside the marina gate that we walked to and enjoyed dinner at. While we exited the marina so that I could try and be helpful to Sean by watching out for any hazards or making him aware of anything I saw as a potential issue, I waited until we were just outside of the marina to begin putting away our fenders and deck lines. Sean continued to steer the boat while I worked on the deck lines and fenders. There were quite a few fishing nets and crab pots for him to steer around. I needed help getting our portside bow line off the cleat, so once we were clear of those fishing nets, Sean came forward to take the portside line off for me. This is where things went south, y'all. When I went to get the GoPro from the front of our boat, it slipped right through my hands and into the water. I was really hopeful we could rescue it, so I immediately hollered over to Sean to let him know what happened and ran to the cockpit to fish out our dip net out of our cockpit locker. And y'all, it was at the very bottom of the cockpit locker, so I had to pull everything out. dip net in Sean's hand, I unfortunately completely missed steering Tela close enough to the GoPro for Sean to reach it with the dip net the first time. So once again, my hero, my Sean, was there to the rescue. He took over the steering for a moment, getting us closer to the GoPro. Then we switched and he instructed me on maneuvering the boat just right so he could dip our camera right out of the water it was swirling around in. And just like that, all was okay again. Now that we've won the day, it was time to sail. The true wind speed was around 14 knots when we first began pulling out the Genoa.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect.
Those 14 knots quickly turned to 18 knots.
Oh, the wind picked up. It's 18 now.
Yeah, I know.
Then 19, then 20. It was already getting close to supper time, and Sean suspected that the winds would only increase, and y'all, he was right.
All right, you're ready for me to release.
Yes.
So we decided to put the Genoa away and roll out our staysail.
Okay.
This ended up working out perfectly for us. Sean turned the motor off. And with the staysail out and a sliver of the mainsail, we were happily on our way, sailing swiftly off the coast of Portugal. After a full belly, Delilah girl settled into her usual spot right beside my seat for a restful evening. Isn't she cute with her little life jacket on? Alright, you guys, well, what an eventful day! So it is currently about 9:15 p.m. and we've been sailing for 5 hours and 18 minutes, and we have officially traveled 29.9 nautical miles. It was super easy getting out of the slip. It just went very seamlessly. Excuse me. Getting out of our slip today was seamless. It felt like it was just easy. Sean and I were in sync. We got out of there, got out to sea, and then I screwed up and dropped the GoPro camera. Luckily, it was in its waterproof case that floats, so that's fabulous. And then Sean scooped it up with the net after I drug everything out of the one little locker that we have in our cockpit that is under Sean's champ. So I drug everything out, got that out, and Sean was the hero, and he scooped it up out of the water. So that was a little kink in the plans, but hey, it's just part of the adventure, and it was a little wild. We started putting our Genoa out. We had about a quarter of the Genoa out, and the true wind speed jumped from about 14 up to like 19, 20, and Sean was like, you know what, let's just pull this Genoa back in. Let's put out our staysail or our storm sail. And I'm so glad that he made that call, because y'all, it has been anywhere from 25 on the true wind speed to 30. So he honestly made such a good call. We've been going 6 to 7 knots with our staysail out with such high wind speeds, which is fabulous. It got really chilly once we like got out here, like an hour or two out. We were like, okay, it's a little bit chilly. So we went ahead and put up these canvas walls in here, and we can still see out the windows, so that's great. I love it. Sean's not like the biggest fan of them, but he really, I think, was just trying to make me happy and comfortable, because it just makes it so much better in here. So I'm just so thankful that we did. But anyway, it's like I said, around 9:15, 9:17 now. But Sean went down to go ahead and take his night shift of sleep, the first 4 hours. He usually does the first 4 hours of sleep, and I do the first 4 hours of being up. Not always, sometimes we switch it up, but I don't know, that just kind of seems to like flow really well with us. So he went down, he's just now down there taking his sleep, and I'm up top. The sun is setting. It's so weird, because in the States, in Miami, it was not daylight at like 9:30, 9:45. Like, it was dark. So I've been finding it so interesting to get used to like it being daylight for very late into the evening. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too terribly long, and I feel like we have gotten a lot filmed today. So I'm gonna go ahead and end out our video now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. You do not want to miss our weekly uploads. We post 2 videos every single week, one on a Friday and one on a Sunday. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, even for just a split second, and leave us a comment and let us know where you are watching from. All right, y'all, we will see y'all in the next video. Bye for now. For now, we are making waves and sailing to our 6th country and 3rd continent since our circumnavigation began a short few months ago, one wave at a time. Here's a sneak peek of what our next video has in store for y'all.
Cargo ships and tankers have been like flies on a cow patty.
Honestly, 7 days in Portugal or Lisbon was just not long enough.
I don't know what's going on. He came back to the boat, and he had the police with him and the customs agent with him. I